Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel, Healing the Planet from Within. My name is Santosha and I am super excited you're joining me on this video about how to talk to your spirit guides and higher self. Hey, I just wanted to pause the video for a moment and let you know how dedicated I am to teaching you how to talk to your spirit guides and higher self. So this is a very long video. It's got a lot of information for you. So watch the entire video with a notebook and pen handy. But what's more is that I am so dedicated to teaching you this higher knowledge that I made a workbook for you. It's got a lot of extra information, but also the tools and techniques and practices that you can go through that will enhance your skills and abilities to speak to your spirit guides and higher self. So I'm really excited for you. You can download that and watch this video and work with the workbook at the same time and increase your skills and abilities so that you can talk to your spirit guides and higher self every single day like I do. So, okay, enjoy the rest of the video. I've been on this journey for a very long time. From my perspective, it's been through lifetimes and it's such a fascinating journey. It is so much fun. So I am going to share with you all the knowledge I have about how to talk to your spirit guides and your higher self, because it's hugely beneficial to have access to this greater knowledge that's outside of the mundane world, because it can help us in everyday life to improve our life, and we get these amazing insights into reality from a different perspective, right, than the normal box of the personal template. Now, if you're not sure what I mean by the personal template, please go and binge watch my entire YouTube channel. And in fact, binge watch my YouTube channel with a notebook and pen handy and consider it your personal development program for better living. Absolutely. I have so much knowledge, techniques, and practices that I share throughout my YouTube channel. And you can write the notes, write the techniques down, try them, apply them in your everyday life, and then see the results to improve your life, to make these massive mindset shifts that you need in order to steer your life in a direction you want it to go. Right? Okay. So that's a bit of motivation for you. Make sure you watch this entire video as well with this notebook and pen handy. So before we continue, put the video on pause, go grab a notebook and pen, and then come back. Because I tend to put a lot of information in my videos. And if you're just watching it like you watch a TV program, you might miss some vital important points. But if you're watching the video, actively learning and writing down the points, it will make more sense and be more effective in your life. Yeah, okay. So keep in mind that I'm sharing knowledge from my personal experience. I did not get this from books or videos myself. I just simply learned it as I was determined to expand consciousness. The different learnings, techniques, and practices have come to me. So this is from my experience and my knowledge. So discern whether it's right for you by experiencing it and just like, okay, that worked, that didn't work. Now, there's something I must tell you before we go any further. There's different types of learners in the world. I don't know if you know this, but in my master's of education, we were taught about the different learning styles, right? There's some people who are actively learning and applying the knowledge to their everyday life. And there's some people who will just sit back with the remote and watch TV or watch my YouTube video. They're just going, and they just watch it, and then they don't do anything with the knowledge. And what are the chances that they're actually going to be able to talk to their spirit guides, their higher self, if they're just sitting there doing nothing, right? You have to be actively involved in order to make the changes, right? Okay, so There you go. So watch my video, active learning, notebook, pen handy. Let's get to the practices. Let's get to some information. Oh, I've got a wealth of knowledge. So where do I start? I don't do my videos on script. I do them just randomly, right? So I feel into the moment and say, what do they want me to talk about? What I'm just calling on information from my spirit guides and higher self right now to do the rest of the video. And you can see me, I don't know if you can feel it, but if you tune into the energies, you can see that I'm tuning into the higher vibrations right now. I'm actually just making that intention within my heart center to tune into the higher vibrations, and I can feel myself going up higher. It's like there's this beam of light, like an elevator, and I just go up there and feel this expansiveness. It's not just being in a physical body, it's unlimited when you're in this higher vibrational source. And you can just feel, okay, what can I talk about on this YouTube video right now? This is what I'm doing right now as I'm talking, right? And there's a lot of information out there. So what can I say on this YouTube video that's going to benefit my viewers? That's a very specific request. So as you're watching my video, well, right now, write down your specific request. Why do you want to talk to your spirit guides? Why do you want communication with your higher self? And feel it in your heart center, what you really desire. People say, I want to talk to my higher self, but they don't have anything specific that they would like to do. And it makes spirit guide communication a little bit difficult, confusing if you like, because our world is made of energy. And when you make a very specific intention, it sends a rippling effect out to the universe saying, hey, I want this. Where if you're not really clear, yeah, I want to talk to my spirit guides, and you go make a sandwich, the energy world doesn't know what you're on about because they communicate in the realm of energy. They think you want a sandwich. Because you did that, I want to talk to my spirit guides, and then made a sandwich. But if you say, I want to talk to my spirit guides, make your intention. Because I need information about this. Or like, let me give you some specific examples here. You can talk to your spirit guides about, I need information about how to improve my health. You can make that intention. I need information about how to expand consciousness. That's what I do. I want to expand consciousness. And that's a big umbrella, so it usually contains everything, which has been super fun. You can say, look, I need to find the blockages that are stopping me from making money, from getting a good job, from living a life of abundance. Another request you can make. You can make a request about, let's say you want to improve family communication. Maybe there's been some drama in your family and people arguing, not talking to each other. And you say, look, I want to clear this issue to your higher selves and your spirit guides. Can you give me information, techniques, practices, even a mindset shift about how to improve communication amongst family members? You can do anything you want. Be specific with your intention. So as I'm tuning into my spirit guides and higher self and saying, okay, what am I going to say on the YouTube video right now? So the intention is for this moment when you're tuning into your spirit guides. The first step is setting the intentions. And then you sit down, right? I'm sitting down. Now I'm used to sitting in a cross-legged position because I've been doing meditation for many years. I've also been stretching my meditation posture in order to sit for many hours. And I just finished coming from Thailand. I did 40 days sit in meditation. And that was between 10 and 16 hours of meditation every day. Now that's walking and sitting meditation, thank goodness, because walking or sitting for 16 hours, I'm not that skilled yet. but I can sit for 8 hours a day. So I think that's pretty cool. You meditate for an hour, then you get up and walk, and then you meditate for an hour, and then you get up and walk for an hour. And yes, I'm capable of meditating, sitting for 8 hours a day. And so this posture is easy for me. But you don't have to sit like this when you talk to your spirit guides. You can sit at the kitchen table. You can sit in the lounge chair with your pen and notebook handy, and you're just starting to write notes here, and you tune in. Okay, this is my intention. You write your intention down on your notebook. Now, by now, you should have a very clear intention on your notebook, right? Because I've just said that you need a clear intention in order to tune into your spirit guides. Now, we're doing this together, so I want you to write it down right now. If you really want to learn this stuff, be determined, follow through with my practices. Write down your intention. What do you want to do right now in your life? How do you want to change it? Write down your intention for your spirit guides. Now, for those of you who have already written that down, yes, good on you. I'm so glad you're following through. Those are the kind of people I really like working with, the doers, right? They're actually doing it, right? And it's so much fun for me because then I see that shift in their life and I was like, ah, that's beautiful. Okay, so you have your intention. Now, there's one thing that stops everybody from communicating with your spirit guides and higher self. And it's a difficult mindset shift to make, to be honest. From what I've seen, people find it difficult to realize the difference between a lower energetic vibration and a higher one. So the lower energetic vibration is not where your spirit guides live. They do not reside there, right? And in fact, if you tune into the spirit world or energy world while you're in a lower energetic vibration, you have access to the lower beings. I recommend not doing the practice in that case, and instead work towards raising your energy vibration. Now, what do I mean by energy vibration? What does this mean exactly? Okay, be ready to write this down. In our mundane world, in our 3D reality, in the physical reality, energy vibrations are best understood as feelings and emotions. And you can experiment with yourself, with yourself, but you can also read this book that I mentioned in all my YouTube videos. Now, if you've been binge watching my YouTube channel, you know exactly what I'm going to say. You know exactly the book that I'm going to say because I say it in all my YouTube videos. It's a book called Positivity by Barbara Fredrickson. And I made a massive mindset shift. This book made a massive mindset shift for me in realizing the benefits of this activating positivity. This is what I call it, activating positivity. Because she draws upon over 300 scientific researches, over 300 scientific studies. She draws upon the knowledge of over 300 scientific studies to prove that having a higher positivity ratio creates a life of flourishing compared to a negativity ratio. So the idea is, percentage-wise, to have a higher positivity ratio than negativity to create a life of flourishing. Scientific research says, now go read the book. This is not from my mouth, okay? This is from the knowledge that I read in this book, and you can go and experience it for yourself and then explore further even. If you really want to make this mindset shift, it's worthwhile doing that exploration. But just briefly, and I'll tell you, is that a higher positivity ratio improves your immune system, reduces stress and chronic stress, benefits and improves the cardiovascular functioning. It is also very good for increasing empathy and communication. So when you're communicating with someone, you can feel, you can be in their shoes, And that builds relationships, increases team building. You work well with people with a higher positivity ratio. And so that improves relationships, even family communications, relationships in the workplace, a higher positivity ratio, right? So if everybody in your home or in the workplace has a higher positivity ratio than negativity, it's a very pleasant environment. Everyone's chill working around. There's no angst. Everyone's communicating well. I know it's mind-blowing to think about, like, no way. If that's possible, then why isn't the whole world doing it, right? That's exactly what I thought. I was like, how come the whole world doesn't know this? There's a book there, and it's telling us how to do this. I think it's... Okay, so anyways, the thing is, people just read the book or watch my video, and they do nothing, right? But hey, listen, guys. Let's get really serious here with my hat on. I'm on a mission to teach 1 million people how to raise their energy vibration. I'm on a mission to teach 1 million people how to raise their energy vibration. Because I've seen this evidence in scientific research from this book that it improves lives. But from me, from my perspective, our world is made of energy, and I can see energy in the world, and I can imagine with my heart and soul what the world would be like if everyone was in this higher energetic vibration or in a higher state of positivity. The world would be completely different. Now, I know I didn't say all the scientific research that's in this book called Positivity, but I think you get the idea, right? So it makes sense when we can see from science that a higher positivity ratio, or how I call it, a higher energetic vibration, write down both terms actually, because I flip between the two terms quite often. And if you know those terms well, when you're binge watching my YouTube channel, you go, oh yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's like learning a different language. But we can see from the evidence that we're in a life of flourishing. And in the higher positivity ratio, it also broadens our mind, new ideas and possibilities. So we're going from a stuck mindset in the lower energetic vibration into a growth mindset in the higher energetic vibration. Wow. Okay, so what does this do when we want... So what does this do when we want to talk to our spirit guides? Do we want to be in a stuck mindset? In a state of anxiety, poor me, pity me, depression, loneliness. I can't get out of this. I can't do this. I can't do that. It's not possible. Do you want to stay in this lower vibration? Okay, that's where your spirit guides can't talk to you because you're in a negative energetic vibration. They live in this vibration. They reside in this vibration. They function in this vibration. So if you want to talk to your spirit guides, it's a matter of raising your energy vibration or increasing your positivity ratio, right? Okay, does that make any sense? I know it's a difficult mindset shift to make. I have talked to people about this in my spirit guide workshop recently, and people go, oh yeah, but they didn't do anything about it. They didn't understand. And that's okay for me. I gave them a lot of tools and techniques and practices to take home. And I thought to myself, I don't think any one of them are actually going to put this into place in everyday life. I don't think they're going to be that determined. So the next thing we need to do is discern your level of determination to do this. I'm going to get really serious here. Because if you're not determined to talk to your spirit guides and improve your life, you're not going to be able to do it. To be honest, if you're not determined and you're just watching this video from a state of entertainment, which is great, But if you're not determined to do the practices, what are your chances? Is again, like I said, you're sitting on the couch watching TV and you're not going to do the practices. You're not determined. Okay, cracking the whip here. I wish I had a whip to actually do that. Okay, so level of determination. How badly do you want to talk to your spirit guides? And we create that level of determination by realizing the benefits, right? Realizing the benefits, realizing that you are really in a stuck place, feeling helpless, feeling the struggles and misery of life, and you're tired of it and you want something better. And to understand how your spirit guides and higher self can help you creates that determination and motivation so it becomes normal for you. You don't have to try for it. What are the benefits of talking to your spirit guides? So what are the benefits of talking to your spirit guides? Like, seriously, what do you think can be achieved in spirit guide communication? I can tell you it's absolutely unlimited, the potential there. Literally unlimited. You think about something that you want to change in your life, anything, spirit guides can help you. Your higher self can guide you in reaching that level. So, okay, what can they help us with? They can help us with physical health. They can help us with emotional well-being, mental health. They can help with spiritual growth and expanding consciousness. They can also help you shift negative thoughts and negative beliefs that are stopping you from reaching your goals. Because our negative thoughts and negative beliefs hinder us. They sabotage us from reaching our goals. But they also limit how our spirit guides can work with us, right? So let's say, for instance, as a child, you were given this belief system that you're unworthy, right? Now you say to your spirit guides, I want that job. I want to get that job. Help me get a really high paying job I deserve and I work really hard for it. But you've got this belief system of being unworthy. So your spirit guides will, when you say, look, I want this job, it's really important to add that and help me shift anything that's stopping me from reaching this job. Write that down. Write it down because it's a big part in this. How you phrase your intentions and what you want will affect how much they can give you. Because if you say, help me get this job, they can only work with your current thought patterns and belief systems, right? So you've got a, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough belief system. They have to help you. It's very confusing for them to figure out how you're going to get that job with that. But if you say, and help me shift anything that's stopping me from reaching my goal and getting this job, they have then permission to work with your thoughts and beliefs and to give you experiences that will make the mindset shifts. So you might have someone come into your life that's going to see your potential and they're going to praise you, they're going to compliment you, and they're going to see that you're ready for growth. You then come out of this I'm not worthy into I'm valued mindset because you asked your spirit guides, help me get that job. Help me shift anything that will stop me from getting that job. You have an experience, someone else coming into your life, and it will make that mindset shift, and you will either get that job or something else, even something better, because then you don't have I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy belief system put away. You know your value. You have access to more opportunities, right? It just makes sense. These beliefs are sabotaging our reality, sabotaging our ability to reach our higher self, to reach a higher potential. So when you ask, can you help me shift anything, thoughts or beliefs, any patterns, emotional patterns, any behavioral patterns, write it down. Write it down. To reaching my goal, whether that's weight loss, getting motivated for fitness, getting the job you want, creating abundance in your life, getting more clients, creating better communication, your family members. Help me shift anything that's stopping me from reaching this goal. And it helps if you're really specific. Help me shift emotional, mental, physical actions, belief systems, everything I said before, right? Help me shift this in order to get this. It's a very powerful way of being specific in the energy realm. And the more specific we make our intentions, the more it flows, the more it happens. But be prepared for those experiences. Someone's going to come into your life, something's going to come into your life, and you're going to go, huh? What? Like, your mind's going to be blown. Like, I know I've experienced that a few times. I don't know how that happened. And later on, I realized, oh, I made that intention in a meditation. Like this year, I had an audience with His Holiness, the Dalai Lama. I was in monasteries learning the step-by-step practice to reach enlightenment. And I thought, how did that happen? I didn't expect monastery sits, for goodness sake. And then later on, I realized, oh, that's right. In that meditation in South India, I made this very strong intention that I want the path to enlightenment. I want to reach enlightenment right now. And then suddenly I was in monasteries all of this year and had an audience with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. He touched my hand. Well, this hand actually, I was holding the Rudraksha beads, and he blessed them. Anything you want to create in your reality, your higher selves, your spirit guides are ready to give you. You have to put the intention there, and then to sit down and do the practice. Okay, so now you know how strong and important your intentions are and to raise your energy vibration. So we've got the 2 down pat. Now, I really want to mention that I have a workbook for you that's got a ton of information, and you can download it, print it, and then do it over the course of a few weeks or a month or whatever to build your skills and abilities to communicate with your higher selves and your spirit guides, right? So you can download this workbook. I'm designing it for you right now. I'm almost finished the creation of it. I'm going to make it there for sale at a cheap price. So you can just go and download it, print it, and be actively involved with the knowledge, because I know how important it is to be actively involved, and it helps to have a book there. You know, it's really beneficial. So, okay, so you've got your intentions, your higher vibrations, and download the workbook if you want to, right? And you have that in front of you. Step-by-step practice, go through everything, and then higher vibration, workbook intentions. You've done all the mindset shifts and you're raising your energy vibration. Let's get into the actual practice. This is so much fun. This is my favorite part, of course. So we're going to do the practice now. I'll take you step by step through this so you have an understanding about how it works. So the first thing is you write down your intention, and you've done that already. So that's a good place. And you can clarify your intention and make it stronger as well. If you feel like pausing the video to just contemplate and reflect on your intention and what you want to create, that's a really good idea. Okay. So the next step is to raise your vibration. And I talked about the reason why, but not how. For me, I use a few different techniques, kind of like all at once. This is really fun because I've been doing this for a few years now. I met the Dalai Lama back in 2019, to be honest. And the first time I met him, when I stood in his presence, I suddenly shifted in this trance state with this white light completely in my mind. And I was just sitting there like, wow. And to be honest, I don't know how long I sat there for in that state. It was really amazing. And after that, through that experiences and then living in India and sitting in places of Jiva Samadhi, places of Samadhi, I recognized how to activate that higher vibration. But I was also guided to work with the different feelings and emotions. And I think that's where we're going to start because it'll make it easier for you at home. The first thing then is to tune into your feelings and emotions that you're currently experiencing. So just tune inwards for a moment. How are you feeling? What emotion do you feel in your body right now? Can you identify the emotion? Now, it helps if you have a list of emotions in front of you. In fact, I'll put a list of emotions in my workbook on how to talk to community. And in fact, it just reminding me now, I'm going to put a list of emotions in that workbook for you so you can have a look at them. You can glance at it and go, ah, yeah, I'm experiencing for me right now, I'm experiencing hope, inspiration. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling a little bit tired. I'm very determined. And just taking the time to tune into the emotions and feelings that you have right now. Because learning to tune in to your present moment, energetic vibration through the feelings and emotions is a very powerful centering technique. Just tuning into that present moment. What thoughts do you have? What feelings do you have? Now we know whatever thoughts we have in our mind, once you're used to watching them, you'll notice how they trigger your feelings and emotions, right? Suddenly you feel when you think you feel. So we can actually just use that knowledge to our benefit. What we think we feel, write it down. What we think we feel. And we're going to use our thoughts to trigger higher vibrational feelings, which then generates an energetic vibration in our body that's preparing for spirit guide communication. Yeah, does that make sense? Okay, so we're going to use this knowledge of what we think we feel. You think something's sad, you're going to feel sad. You be angry, or you're thinking about it's not right, it's not good enough, then you feel angry. If you think I can't do it, you feel hopeless. But if you think about someone you love, it activates the feeling of love. So right now, think about someone you love. Now, I'll tell you a little story around this experience of mine. The first time I did this was more than 10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. I was sitting in a cabin in the bush where I was renting in Australia. And I thought, I need to experience this, activate this feeling of love. I was involving myself in this book called Positivity. And so I was trying some of the practices. I thought, how do I activate feeling of love? It's like, okay, I could not think of a human that I loved unconditionally, fully with my heart center. Not straight away, I couldn't think of this, that would activate this feeling. I thought of my cat. Oh, unlimited, expansive love, such beautiful cat. So think about someone you love or a pet. Or perhaps that butterfly outside. You might feel so much love at that purple butterfly. Or a flower. You might feel love for the beauty of the sunset. Whatever activates that feeling of your love, a feeling of love within you, think it. We're using the thoughts to generate the positive feelings. You have full power at any point in time in your life about how you feel when you understand that your thoughts are creating your feelings. So think for a moment. Someone you love, and just allow yourself to activate that feeling of love within you. Feel that love grow from your heart center and expand it. Now it helps to think of this love in the form of light pink energy, the color of light pink. Light pink. I don't know why that works, but my Reiki master taught me that 27 years ago, and I've always worked with light pink in the form of self-love, right? But it also helps just to think of light pink energy in the form of love. Adding a color to it is great for visualization, and it strengthens your feeling. It's something that's easy for a mind to grasp. Pink, light pink. Dark pink seems to be a bit overbearing, but light pink is soft. So feel that light pink energy expand your whole being until you're sitting in a bubble of light pink love. You're activating a higher vibration doing this. Now there's more advanced techniques with this, where you can actually think of this light pink energy expanding to cover the whole world and all the universes. And you expand it, and then you can make it small and bringing it back into your heart center. Those are advanced techniques. If you can hold the visualization a long time, then you can do that advanced technique, which does build your relationship with that higher vibration of love, right? So you can experiment with love. And the more you practice it, the better you will be at activating the higher vibration, right? This is only one form of positivity, though. So let's experience what another form of positivity is and how to activate another form. So you have options, right? You know, what if you couldn't activate love? What if you can activate joy more easily? Now, joy, for some people, happiness is difficult to feel. They're not used to feeling happy. They've had too much misery in their life. So an easy way to activate happiness and joy is to smile. I know those of you who are watching the video don't want to feel silly and you're not going to smile along with me, but I'm going to encourage you to try it because you will feel the happiness, the higher vibrations in you, right? It's just this, right? But keep the smile happening and make sure that when you're smiling that your cheeks rise up so much that your eyes start to sparkle. What this smile is doing is it starts to activate happiness inside of you. You don't even have to think or feel it. You just put a smile on your face. Now, I'm a certified laughter yoga leader. And when I did my training more than 10 years ago, I didn't know how to do this. It took a whole weekend of nonstop laughter and learning how to laugh for no reason at all. A whole weekend in order to learn how to do that. And after that, I gave myself permission to laugh for no reason because it feels good. But also Dr. Kataria, who founded Laughter Yoga, has realized the benefits of laughter. Another source that has scientific research on the benefits of having a higher positivity ratio or higher energetic vibration. So if you want to talk to your spirit guides and your higher self and even just improve your health and well-being, you need that higher positivity ratio, right? And a smile can do that. Now, if you're smiling, okay, the rules in laughter yoga, they say 20 minutes of smile every day will keep the doctor away. 20 minutes of non-stop smiling every day will improve your health. This is what Dr. Kataria says in laughter yoga therapy. 20 minutes a day of laughter. Now we're just smiling. So the more you smile, eventually you'll start to feel the laughter start coming. And you can laugh for no reason. You don't need a reason to laugh. You don't need a TV show or a joke or a funny person in the room. You can just do it all by yourself. If you noticed, there's these spiritual gurus, these spiritual teachers around the world who laugh a lot. We ever watch Sadhguru on YouTube? He's always having a giggle about something. He's always laughing. Why? Have you ever wondered why? When you think about it, spiritual teachers know the benefits of being in a higher vibration. They reside in this realm, right? So they have access to their higher self, their spirit guides, an expanded sense of creation. Look, even my smile, I'm starting to tap into higher knowledge already. I can feel it. Like, it's like, whoa, that's cool. So that's the second technique for raising your energy vibration. But if you don't feel like activating love and you're not in the vibe of happiness and joy, why not try peace and serenity? Now, I can tell you right now, the smile and happiness does it for me every time. And you can see in most of my YouTube videos, I'm giggling about something because it works for me. I love it. You can tap into the higher vibrational essences just through this higher vibrations of love and joy. But okay, if those two aren't for you and you're finding them too difficult, but I'm going to encourage you to give it a go anyways. Like, keep trying. Like, just put that smile on your face while you're vacuuming the floor nonstop. And there's muscles on your cheeks that get a bit sore to begin with. So you have to practice for some time in order for the cheek muscles to get used to it. Okay, putting that aside, peace and serenity. Relax in a safe environment and feel peaceful. No alcohol involved, because that's different. That's a different thing. But feel peaceful, activate that feeling of peace. Now, for me, I feel peaceful in nature. I go outside in the bush, not so much here in Australia, because a couple of days ago, I went to the permaculture village, and you can see some videos of that. But I had a big ant, like the size of this, bite me while walking on a labyrinth in the permaculture village. And I was like, oh, you can't relax and feel peaceful in Australian bush very well. There's snakes and ants that bite you. Whoa. So I'm a little, I noticed that when I'm in other countries in nature, I relax a lot easier because nothing's going to bite me or kill me. There's that smile, that happiness going. The smile's got me all giggly now. So, okay, so you know that you can just activate the feeling of peace and serenity. Now, however that works for you, maybe you set up a hammock in the backyard and you're reading a book. Don't use your phone for this, by the way, because that's a different vibration. So just feel peaceful and peace and serenity, right? Yes, you can listen to your favorite music, but you're relying on something outside yourself to activate the feeling of peace. It's a good idea just to know how that feels. Like, okay, how do I feel when I'm peaceful? Recall, that's right, I felt peaceful on that holiday we're in. And activate that feeling of peace from the memory of being peaceful. Remember a time when you're feeling peaceful and activate that feeling within yourself. Right now, I'm thinking of the time when I was in the forest in Sri Lanka and feeling so peaceful, like, wow, freedom, peaceful, like no agenda, nothing to do, and just felt that element of peace. I felt so good. And that activates them. Thoughts activate the feeling in the body, right? So that's 3 forms of positivity that you can work with. Now, I can't activate that feeling within you. It's up to you. It's your responsibility to activate that feeling. And at first, it may feel a bit strange just to think and then feel, or to on purpose activate positivity. But once you're in that higher vibration, you will naturally be able to talk to your spirit guides and your higher self. But what's more is that it will improve your health and well-being. There's so many benefits to this. Everything I said before this book, Positivity, mentions, right? Mind-blowing benefits of being a higher vibration. It's going to improve your life entirely. In the book called Positivity, she recommends a 2 to 3 ratio from positivity to negativity. So you don't have to be completely absorbed with positivity. You can feel negative. Don't worry about that. But 2/3 of it should be in positivity in order to have this life of flourishing. This is what she suggests from her scientific research. So feel the freedom and just activate higher positivity vibration. Now, yes, your life in higher positivity ratio is fantastic. You just need positivity when you're communicating to your spirit guides. You just need that higher vibration to communicate with them. So even if you want to live your choice, of course, 90% negativity, when you're in positivity and that higher vibration for 10% of your day, that's when you do your spirit guide and higher self communication. That's when you say to them, okay, wait, I just got to activate happiness and joy for a minute, and then I'm going to go and talk to my spirit guides, come down and say, hey, this is what you would do. Tuning into the energy vibration, making my intentions. I want to change my positive, I want to increase my positivity ratio instead of being in negativity, struggles, and misery all the time. I don't want the pain of my life anymore. Okay, so setting the intentions to shift anything that'll stop me from improving my life, right? Anything, okay? Then make your intentions. You come back into the center. You raise your energy vibration. 5, 2 minutes, okay, depending on how used to you're doing this. Imagine that and set the intentions with your imagination that you're raising your energy vibration. And you can feel yourself going into the higher space and then say to your spirit guides, I want to improve my life right now, and I'm asking that you help me shift anything that will stop me from improving my life, from improving my health and well-being, and for me reaching my goal of enlightenment. And I give you permission to help me make the mindset shifts, to change the belief systems, to change the negative thought patterns, and to even change the environment I'm currently living in. Anything, I give you my permission. Now, be careful. Because if you give them permission to change the environment you're living in, there can be something come up that will catapult you into a different place of living. And if you're kind of attached to those people, maybe your family members, and you're not ready to leave your environment, do not make that wish to your spirit guides. Don't do it. Just say, I want you to help me with my negative thoughts or my negative beliefs, or I want you to help me feel more positive. Make the intentions that you're ready to experience. Because when you're communicating from that higher vibration, they will hear you and your life will change. Even if it changes 1 or 2 months later, like I said, suddenly I was in monasteries meditating and meeting the Dalai Lama. I was like, what? How did that happen? Oh, right. I made a very strong intention. Okay, it happens, right? It can happen in a couple of weeks. It can happen 3, 4 weeks. You're communicating directly with your spirit guides. They will make something shift. Now, to receive spirit guide communication is something a little different, right? We're talking about how you can reach them with your intentions, but to receive communication from them, well, you see in my spirit guide workbook there that I give you a step-by-step process, right? But what's most important to receive spirit guide communication is to understand how they communicate. People often assume that spirit guides are just going to talk to them, like they're experienced, like they're waiting for blah, blah, blah in their mind, like human words, like English or whatever language you speak. They're just having this expectation that they're going to hear this in their mind from their spirit guides. No. Very rarely will you hear an actual phrase or word. Spirit guides will communicate to you in different forms other than our physical language. They communicate to you with signs and symbols. Suddenly you get this symbol or sign in your mind. Oh, you don't quite know what that means, but then it generates a feeling, an inner knowing within you that makes a mindset shift, right? They will also communicate to you with music. Suddenly I'll get this song repeatedly in my head, and oh, right, okay, I can see the person next to me is dare I share this funny story of the song that popped into my head that gave me an insight into what this person was thinking? I was someplace, okay, I won't tell you where I was, but there was this new person that had arrived there, a young man, probably in his 40s, a young man for me because I'm in my mid 50s. And when I sat next to him, I had this song in my head. I'm in love with your body, do 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 do, and it kept repeating. And I was like, right, I know where his thoughts are. To keep that secret and private to myself, but it just made me alert. That's where he was, and I'm on a spiritual journey. So he had a different intention, and I didn't communicate with him very much from that point onwards. It was like this message going, hey, guess where that person's mindset is? I'm like, yeah, thanks for that insight to my spirit guides and higher self. In the energy world around us communicates all the time. And yes, in songs. So pay attention to when the music and the songs, the lyrics come to your mind. And you keep singing this. I've got this song stuck in my head. There's another really cool time when I had a song stuck in my head. I don't remember the song, but I was staying with my friend Jan, who's in her 70s. I kept saying, I keep singing this song. She says, my aunt kept singing that song. I'm like, oh, well, your aunt says hello. Because it was her making us aware of her presence. And so we were able, and she had passed on, right? So she's in the spirit world and was communicating to us. So that was kind of fun for my friend. She goes, oh, that's really cool. So yeah, so spirit guides are non-physical beings, ancestors, anything talks to us with music. And signs and symbols. And the other thing is this inner knowing. They call it claircognizance, I think, if we want to put a label on it, where you suddenly just have this, oh, I know something. Or what I used to call it gut instincts, a little bit different than the inner knowing. The gut instincts is when you just feel you should not go there. I had a phrase one time back in 1998. I was going to go for a bushwalk in Australia. I was fairly new to Australia back then, but in my mind, I set the intention I'm going to go for a bushwalk to the waterfalls by myself. It was a beautiful location in the bush. And in my mind, I had this snakes awake, snakes awake, snakes awake. And I said to them, all right, thanks for the warning. I'll take the dog with me. Snakes awake, snakes awake, snakes awake. It kept repeating. It's okay. I'll take the dog with me. Okay, okay. Snakes awake, snakes awake, snakes awake. Okay, okay. Spirit guide, communication. I was being guided. So I went for a walk in the bush. We went over the road and down into the field. And suddenly the dog in front of me stops, tail between her legs, and she's looking about, gosh, 5-6 meters in front of us. This snake, very large snake, comes out of the grass, is knee deep, comes up out of the grass. Really tall snake out of the grass, and it's just sitting there, and the dog spun around quickly. I didn't have time to think. Then 2 seconds, she's running past me the opposite direction. I just spun around and ran after her. Look, I'm getting goosebumps. And I felt like that snake was chasing us and snapping at my heels, because some of the snakes here in Australia will chase you, especially during breeding season. And it was breeding season. And we got over the road and back into our property, and the dog looks behind her going, oh, you made it. I went, yeah, that was close, wasn't it? Like, whoa. The dog's name was Sunshine, by the way. I'm just giving her that memory because she was a beautiful dog. Yeah, so your spirit guides will communicate to you in a lot of different ways, and it's worthwhile paying attention because that was a lesson for me. The next time I have, or if I have that thought in my mind, I am aware. And that's the trick to receiving spirit guide communication, is to be aware of what you're receiving and when it comes. It takes practice. So don't get frustrated if you can't receive their communication immediately, but just be consciously aware of the thoughts that they're planting in your head, the phrases or the songs or the images and symbols. Just be aware of what's in your head and what's happening, because that's likely spirit guide communication. Now, how do you know it's spirit guide communication if you have a thought in your mind? How do you know it's not yours or not somebody else's or not a lower energetic vibration? How do you discern what it is? We go back to feelings and emotions again. If you have, for instance, a few years ago now, I was walking down the street. I was on a very strict diet, a healthy diet. And suddenly the thought came to my mind, pizza, I want pizza for lunch. I was consciously aware of the thoughts. And I said to the thought, who's having pizza? Because I don't eat pizza, you know? And so suddenly I realized that someone, another human in the vicinity, was having pizza for lunch, and I caught their thought. Super psychic, I know, right? Sometimes just being aware of the thoughts of someone's having pizza, or some in love with your body. I was like, oh crap, super psychic. Then, so I said, oh, I'm not eating pizza. Someone else is having pizza. The next thought that popped in my mind, I was walking down the road and I'm laughing because I think someone's having pizza, was where the pizza place was located. And suddenly I knew where the pizza place was located. I know this person was having pizza for lunch. I didn't have pizza for lunch because I was on a specific diet. It was just a funny moment. But how to discern? Now, okay, well, that one was pretty easy. I think it's kind of common sense. It obviously was not my spirit guide communication. They were not telling me to have pizza because I was on a diet. It wasn't a lower energetic being, because obviously it wasn't a fear-based feeling or thought, right? It was just pizza. So I knew it was another human. So discerning the type of thoughts that come in. If it's a thought that makes you feel fearful and paranoid, depressed and anxious, like, oh, you're not good enough, you can't do this, it's a lower energetic vibration, lower energetic being, lower energetic pattern. And those are the thoughts we want to say, no, thanks. We don't want that. We know it's not our higher self, and we know it's not our spirit guides. They don't do that to us. No, they have our highest best interest in place. So it could be an old ancestor from your family lineage who's hovering around you, like a deceased ghost from your family who's got a toxic pattern and is planting these thoughts in your mind. It's really important to be aware of it all. In fact, learning how to raise your energy vibration is psychic shielding practice, to be honest, because you're super aware of the thoughts when you're in a higher vibration. You can't do that in a lower energetic vibration. So it's worthwhile learning how to raise your energy vibration. And that's the reason why I'm on a mission to teach 1 million people how to raise their energy vibration to improve their life. You can see it across my YouTube channel, and you know why now. It's so very valuable in so many reasons. So you've got my workbook there. You can go and download that, start putting the practices into place. Watch this video a few times, journal everything that I'm talking about, the techniques and practices, and then reflect on the negative thinking that you've applied on these practices, shift them, and just try the practices with a pure mindset and an open heart, like in the growth mindset, not the stuck mindset. And keep doing the practices. Raise your vibration, tune into the energies, put your intention out there, wait for the messages to come back, or just see the results of direct communication with your spirit guides and higher self. It is so much fun to do. Like, honestly, unlimited potential, unlimited realities, unlimited everything. And in fact, right now, in about a month's time, I'm tuning into the energies of my future. Like in a month's time, when I'm traveling overseas, I don't feel the path is clear yet. And I'm starting to shift into a meditative state and clearing that path. So when I land in that other country, everything, the journey is smooth. I meet miraculous people, synchronicities, cool locations. I want to find deeper meditation teachers and a place to sit and meditate for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months, whatever it takes, nonstop. And I want that process to be smooth. And because I feel it's not smooth yet, it's my job in my meditation to clear the energies, to get out of the old toxic patterns that I would have normally carried with me into the situation like that and go through the chaos so that my journey is smooth, but also stay in that higher vibration. Because like in Buddhism, it said it gives you merits when you meditate in the higher space. Well, we know it's based on, well, it's not based on science. Science has discovered that a higher positivity ratio is better for you. And Buddhism knows that a higher positivity ratio is better for you. Nobody terms it like this. This is my own term. So, okay, well, you can see I can talk about this topic forever because I am so passionate about the benefits of raising your energy vibration. But in this video, you learned how to apply this and how to talk to your spirit guides and higher self. I gave you all the knowledge I have on the topic. Well, I don't know about all of it because we could probably talk for a few more hours. But hey, if you want to learn from me in person, please subscribe to my YouTube channel because I am going to make an announcement. This is my inner knowing telling me this right now. In a few months, I will make an announcement inviting everyone to come and meditate with me in person. Okay, I was unaware of that until now. I just said it. I was like, what? What am I doing? So subscribe to my YouTube channel. And when I make that announcement, book your flight and come and sit with me, meditation, and tell me what you want to learn. Tell me what you want to do. Tell me how you want to grow in your life, what you want to improve. And then we're going to work towards that. Hey, that's mind-blowing. Wow. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. Thanks, guys, for informing me. I'm at a higher vibration because of recording this video, so just thought I'd inform you as they're informing me. So subscribe to my YouTube channel, and let's do this, right? Let's raise the energetic vibration on the planet. Let's do this because you can see the benefit now. And if you get into the work, I'm going to be so happy to meet you in person. If you've dived into this work and raised your own energy vibration and you can tell me your story of how you got unstuck, I am going to be over the moon excited to know that my YouTube channel has benefited your life. Oh my goodness. Like, wow, the excitement I can feel right now. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to finish this video because I need to edit it and upload it today so that you can watch it. Otherwise, it's just sitting on my camera for weeks. So thank you so much for watching. I'm really grateful that you're joining me on this mission of raising the energy vibration on the planet. And you've got a lot of valuable techniques now to expand consciousness and talk to your spirit guides and your higher self. So I know how much this will shift your reality, and I'm excited for you, to be honest. So make sure you hit subscribe. And people keep talking about this bell notification button so you know when a new video is released. So maybe hit that. And then please comment below about your thoughts on this video, what you want to experience from your spirit guides, if you've talked to spirit guides before, your higher self, and how much you've benefited from my YouTube channel. Let me know if you're binge watching because that makes me feel really good because I've had a few comments from subscribers saying, I'm binge watching your YouTube channel. I'm like, yes, do it. please consider it your personal development program for better living. Let me know because I love that, really. Otherwise, I'm making these videos talking to a wall. But when you communicate to me, I was like, okay, cool. I'm reaching out to people. I'm actually making a difference to people's lives. And that's worthwhile for me. It's the only reason why I've got my YouTube channel, because it doesn't generate any money. It's just there to improve your life. Wow, the dedication I have. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your day and many blessings for your journey. Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate your time and dedication to improving your life and raising your energetic vibration. Look, I have a small request that you just hit subscribe there and join my YouTube channel and my community of people who are working to raise their energy vibration. And of course, you've been invited to binge watch my entire YouTube channel with a notebook and pen handy and consider it your personal development program for better living. You can apply the tools and techniques in your own life to improve your life, and I'm pretty dedicated to giving you all the knowledge you'll need to make that happen. So yes, please hit subscribe and the notification button so you see when a new video is being released. Thank you so much, and I look forward to connecting with you, hopefully in person one day, right? Yeah. Many blessings for your journey.